since the 1990s.
Yep.
We're here because 54% of jobs in our region are minimum wage and part-time. We're here because the average student is $30,000 in debt. We're here because the buildings we study in are quite literally falling apart. Have you been in the tunnels lately? Who's been in the tunnels? Right? We're here because the post-secondary system is designed to limit the participation of people from low-income brackets. We're here because we need grants and not loans. Under the loans-based system, people who cannot afford their tuition may end up paying up to $12,000 extra. More importantly, we're here because we care about each other. We want the best not only for ourselves, but also for our fellow students and our country. By organizing collectively, we will be able to lobby the federal government and negotiate with the university administration and the municipality from a position of unity and strength. The solidarity we build during this campaign will last beyond the election. It's time to flex our muscles. Student union presidents used to shut this university down. I'd like to make that tradition a reality today. Together, we will become experts on the issues that affect our daily lives. We'll reach out to our fellow students and members of the community with a clearly articulated vision for the future of education in our region. I invite you to join us on our campaign trail as we continue to give class talks, hand out leaflets, dominate social media, and talk with students and community members about the issues that matter to us. Thank you.
One of the numbers that I think are really relevant in encouraging young voters to go to the polls. So in the last election, only about 38% of young voters actually went to the polls. This means that there were 1.8 million eligible young voters who didn't actually vote. Now, the other interesting number to keep in mind, though, is that the previous governments of Stephen Harper's Conservatives won their majority government by 6,201 votes. So that's not actually that many votes, and I think it speaks to the power that students actually have if they would have gone to the polls. Roughly 60% of Canadians overall did vote, and so I do think that if students actually took the time to go to the polling station, that they can actually influence the results of this election. And so, if you think about it, there are, what, 8,000 students here at Lakehead University. Imagine if 8,000 extra voters went to the polls in this election, how much that can actually influence the results in this riding. So that's kind of the message that we're trying to send with this It's No Secret campaign, is that it's no secret, students can decide who wins this election. So on October 19th, hopefully you can go vote.
This country are in a particular crisis, and we need to see some leadership from the federal government. And we have an incredible amount of power in this election to be able to see some very real change across the board. So it's amazing that all of you in this room have taken the first step to come out, to get engaged, to figure out what the issues are that students are facing across the country. But more than that, to make sure that you're plugging into this campaign, making sure that you're getting in touch with your students' union, and working to make sure that all of the students, whether they're your friends or family or peers, are making sure that they're also well equipped with this information and heading to the polling station. Because as Eddie mentioned, there are 8,000 students on this campus that can make a real difference in this election. And as youth and students, it is important for us to demand that political parties of all stripes are coming up with reasonable solutions that talk about our issues, because we waited far too long to see a government that will do that. And now is our time. Now is the time for us to be able to see this change, and we need to use this opportunity as best as possible. So I hope all of you will do more than just cast your ballot. I hope that you will cast your ballot on October 19th or before that. But I hope that you will take the next step, that you will learn more about the issues that are relevant to you, whether they're student issues or issues that are impacting your communities or your individual lives, but also making sure that you're connecting with your students' unions or with folks in your community that are doing this work, and making sure that we're continuing to build capacity and support a movement that says that students' rights need to be talked about in this election, and we have been left out of this election for too long, or out of these conversations for too long. So thank you very much. You should give us a big round of applause.